All right, greetings everyone. Thanks out for joining us today. Videos about building your website and how to choose a web designer. Now, I've been in the web design game since 2012, and where we at now, 2021. So that's about what, 9 years. So for 9 years, I've gained something. There's something I could share with you. Hopefully that you could take from. But I mean, we are in the business of building websites and providing search engine optimization services to individual small business to even large business. But this is not what this video is about. I'm not making a sales pitch to you right now. What I'm trying to do is just enlighten you based on my experience on what to look for. What are the things, because I have been in this trade for so long, what can I share from my perspective as a business owner, to you as the consumer, um, what to look for. Okay. And websites, it can be expensive, but it shouldn't be astronomical. Websites, you can get cheap ones, but you pay for what you get. The main thing about websites is really just it's the time that you're paying for. The time and the detail and the attention. So if your website is really cheap, expect, expect what you're paying for. And I'm not denigrating anybody. I'm not by any means saying that all cheap websites are not valuable, or somebody may have over delivered for a small fee that you paid, and you're assuming that that's how it's supposed to be. But basically, I'm just telling you, it's you're paying for the time, okay? So you be the judge of that. All right. Now, the number one thing that you want to look for, the most important thing about websites is the templates, because the templates is how it's gonna look, how it's gonna feel, how fast it's gonna upload, how user friendly it is, and it's the only thing that the people are gonna see. There's gonna have to be a lot of back end work that's gonna have to take place before that template shows up and it works correctly and it applies to your specific business, and all the buttons work and all the pages work and all the links are doing what they're supposed to do. And that's you're paying a web designer. A good one is somebody that can make sure all that stuff happens, and at the same time make sure it looks good, and also it complies with all the you know technical specifications in terms of Google algorithm and search engine rules, international laws and privacy laws and all this other stuff that webmasters know that most consumers don't know. But you're keep in mind you're paying for all that too. So there's so many it can go really deep. So it just if you're a business, if you're just somebody that's just you're just starting or breaking out, you have zero skin in the game, you can afford to go with something cheap. But if you're somebody that's like a legitimate, somebody that you got some serious, something special, and or you're already in business and you got some serious assets already accumulated through your business, then you definitely need to hire a professional, because there's so many nuanced things that go into website that can affect you in the future by just you just hiring somebody cheap. Yeah, you, even if the website looks good, what happens if something goes wrong? And then now, you know, that person you may not be able to get a hold of that person, or that person may not be competent enough to fix it, so just think on that, all right? Now, they're talking about like hourly rate. That's all on you. Like I said, it's basically you don't want to pay too cheap, but at the same time, and you don't want to pay too expensive. You don't want to go too expensive. If you can afford it, too expensive is not a bad thing because website is one of the most important things you can invest in, and if you can afford it, pay the extra because you're paying for future alleviation of headaches. That's what you're doing, and if you pay for something real cheap, that means you have to do all the other technical future problems that's going to happen that you may not even know how to handle because you didn't build the website yourself. So now you're going to have to end up paying more because you're going to have to hire somebody to help you fix crazy problems that's going to happen. Because I can guarantee you one thing, you will have some weird problems. It's technology. You can ask any webmaster on earth, anybody that, or any inventor, anybody that invented anything. It's all just about problems. Trust me. So, anyway, now another major thing is hosting. Okay, all right. Aside from templates, hosting is probably the next most important thing. Now, another thing for templates, I before I move into hosting, make sure you understand that the only thing that I only endorse WordPress. I don't care about all the other crap like Joomla, Wix, all this other stuff. Yeah, yeah, they got their own benefits, but ultimately, you know, WordPress is king, okay? WordPress is the most common, it's the most user friendly. It's almost like it's not even like an Android Apple thing. It's more like, you know, like VHS Betamax kind of thing, or more like, you know, USB versus, floppy drive kind of thing. It's not even a competition. It's WordPress is way better, okay? And then as far as hosting is it's probably as important as themes because the hosting is how fast your website is going to load up, and 90% of the whole point of website is for you to have a digital presence, and that presence has to have garner perfect experience for that user. So 90% of the factor that gives user that pleasant experience is hosting. So if you're hosting, has to be on point, okay? Um, eventually I'll probably make videos on how to or recommending the best hosting. Hosting is a whole new different world that there's so many competitors, and I had a whole experience with hosting, till I finally found a decent one. So let's see where we're at. 8 minutes. Oh gosh, that was fast. All right, hosting is extremely, extremely important. Okay. Um, Yeah. So finally, let's see what's also important. Yeah, logo. Oh my goodness, you have no idea how important logo is. It's so simple, but yet it's one of the most important thing. It's everything. Your logo it's like the hieroglyphics of your business. It's the DNA of your business. If you don't have a logo, your business don't even exist. Your logo is what it's the sigil of your whole business. It captures the code of your business, your entire blueprint, what your mission is, your value, your objectives, what it's about, its history, why it exists. All of that is captured into that logo. And that logo, it needs to be on point. Okay? I don't have the best logo in the world. I'm gonna upgrade it eventually, but um, for you, especially your industry, with my industry, it's not that serious, but for any other industry, it's extremely, extremely important. Okay, so I think I hit my 10-minute max. I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple more videos and call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed, and check out the next couple of videos for today. Later.